What's up, YouTube? Jason with Stone Mountain Barbecue coming at you with another video. And today, guys, we're doing a taste test review, but we're not at McDonald's, we're not at Burger King or any of those other fast food joints. We're at the house, and today we're firing up the Pecos to try out the rub from Gque Championship Barbecue. Let's see what it tastes like. Y'all stick with me, we'll see what we can do. Alright guys, here's what we've got. You see I've got these beautiful pork ribs right here. And I got in the fridge and realized that I had these sitting out to defrost or thaw out. And I thought I'd go ahead and cook them. The bone is showing through on here, so I don't know how well they'll cook. We're just going to go low and slow though. And hopefully all this meat will stay. And these are beef ribs that we're just going to cook up while we've got the pit going. Pretty much what we're going to do is use the good old-fashioned yellow mustard as a binder and just throw the rub on both of them because it says the rub for everything, guys. Let's try it out. Jason, I appreciate you sending me this rub, man. I'm guessing it's going to be delicious. So I'll holler back at y'all once I've got these things rubbed down. Let's see what kind of color this rub can put on this meat. Alright guys, there it is after about 10 minutes. The camera's not really doing it justice. I can't. That's more like what it looks like in real time there, but it's got a nice dark color to it just after sitting on both pork and beef ribs. So let's get these fat bad boys out to the pit. That way we can hurry up and eat them because they look delicious right now. Ribs. Alright, here we go, out on the Pecos. I'm just going to put that little piece of off of the pork ribs that I cut off right there. Actually, I might move this down a little bit. That little guy might burn up, I don't know, but we'll put beef ribs here. We'll put our pork ribs back here. Put this guy back there too. So that's it. That's what they look like. Sorry about the shadow. It's super bright out here today. Yeah, got some pecan chunks using my little coal basket that we made. I'll put a link to that video up in the iCard, but I'm going to hold around 225, wrap them about halfway through, unwrap them, glaze them up, taste test them. We're going to be glazing with the Shed's spicy mustard barbecue sauce. I'll let you know how that tastes too. I haven't tried it yet. Alright, y'all stay tuned. Alright guys, these ribs have been on for about 45 minutes. We are just spritzed them with some half and half water and vinegar. We're going to let them go about another 45 minutes to an hour before we wrap them up. Already starting to get some pullback on these beef ribs, which I figured we would, just because of how the bone was already showing on the tops. This extra piece of pork rib right here, the bones are already starting to pull back, or the meat's already starting to pull back off the bone, so that'll probably go pretty quick. The actual thing of ribs there, though, still looking pretty good, so we'll go about another hour or so before we wrap. Alright guys, I just pulled the ribs off the pit. I already got the beef ribs wrapped up, but I wanted to show you what I was going to do with the pork ribs, because that's really what I'm going to be using to taste test this, the rub from Gque Bbq. Got some brown sugar laid down, some butter pads, honey for the money, and then we got some of the rub dusted over top of that. Just going to take these pork ribs and lay them meat side down there. And then I'm going to do the same thing to the back side of these two. Alright, so I'm going to wrap them up, put them back on the pit. I'll see you guys next whenever I'm cutting into them to eat them. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I've still got the beef ribs wrapped up here. But I'm going to go ahead and glaze these pork ribs. They're looking pretty awesome. Got this shed spicy mustard, and we're just gonna pour some on it. And then we're just gonna give it a nice little brushing. We're gonna let those kind of get a little tacky, and we'll be back when we're cutting into them, eating them. Alright guys, we're done. We've got these ribs pulled off the pit. Beef and pork unite, just like on the wall. Dog's sitting here, he's hungry too. But yeah, let's try these. We rubbed both beef ribs and the pork ribs down with the rub from Gque Bbq. And then at the end of the pork cook, we glazed them up with some of the Shed's barbecue sauce, spicy mustard. Living in Charleston as long as we did, I fell in love with mustard-based sauce, so I'm excited to see what these taste like. But I want to see what this Gque Bbq the rub tastes like first, so I'm going to go with a beef rib here. Let's find a nice juicy one. See if you can see the smoke ring on that. It's juicy, tender. So something a little bit different about this Gque rub, the rub. First ingredient on it is salt. And that makes it awesome on that beef. Let's go ahead and jump into one of the pork ribs. Cut out a nice little middle piece here. See if you can see that. See the color off of it. Sorry the lighting in here sucks, but that's okay. Huge piece of pork rib here. Juicy, tender. The savoriness of that salty, but yet the sweetness of the rub mixed with that spicy, mustardy goodness of the sauce. As far as the ribs themselves, not the best I've ever cooked, but we're trying to hurry up. Dinner's about ready. That's a good combo right there, guys. I probably got sauce all over me. I usually don't sauce my ribs, but that's a good combo. Y'all be sure to check out Jason Gque over at Gque Bbq. Check out his website. I'll put a link to all of his social media and everything like that down in the description box below. Also, the Shed barbecue sauces. Check those out if you haven't already. I usually don't use a lot of sauce in anything that I do, but this stuff is awesome. What more can you say? This was a fun little evening cook after church today. Going to box these up for supper and dinner the rest of the week. I appreciate you for watching, guys. Be sure to check out all my social media links down below. And if you want to, you can check out that PayPal link too. If not, that's fine also. But until next time, guys, y'all stick with me. See what we can do. Thanks. God bless.